all know Rocket League is a game that exists. I mean, there's been esports team for it before, there's been a lot of fun little events here and there, and it's always been its own unique little game where no one else could really compete with it, because you never have a car soccer game like this, right? You know, there's been games that have tried similar things before, but they never managed to work out as well as Rocket League has. And I mean, Rocket League has stood the test of time. If we look over here at my profile, we have a 2016 title on my account, meaning that I've been playing for a long time. Now, I have an older account from 2015, but yeah, I've been playing this game for so long now that it's been literally over like 6 years, right? You know, it's definitely been a decent chunk of time since this game has originally released and since it's been available for everyone out there to actually play. And one of the features that have always been in the game to this day has been a trading system, meaning if I wanted to, you know, invite a friend or something, I could go ahead and talk to a friend or whatever, go in a lobby with them and trade different items back and forth. And it's something that, while I'm not a big trader, you know, I'm not big into the trading community in Rocket League, has always been a nice part of this game, because you've been able to trade a lot of stuff. You know, there's a few things here and there that weren't able to be tradable, such as, you know, some of the newer items I have up at the top, such as, you know, the birthday event and everything else. But if we go all the way down here, you know, and we actually go to our filters, for example, and can we actually change it so we can see tradable stuff? I don't know, but you know, in the main part of things, there was a lot of trading in the community going on, and the only things you weren't able to trade was stuff that you bought from the store itself. And I've actually traded with some friends before, right? Because there used to be a time when you could get a lot of cool little Twitch drops here and there, and one of the Twitch drops I always wanted was Big Splash. Now, as you can tell by my inventory, I've gotten it a few times from Twitch drops now, but at the time, I never had it. Meanwhile, one of my friends managed to get it twice, so what they ended up doing was we went into a trading little lobby or whatever together, and we went ahead and selected the Big Splash. He traded it to me, I gave him some random stuff from my inventory that I didn't really care about or use, and it was win-win there, right? He gave me a pretty cool item, and he was bigger into the trading community at the time. He was actively like looking around trying to trade for the best things, and he was trying to make a profit, you know, buy stuff for cheap, sell it for like a more expensive price, and keep continuing to rack up tons of money here and there. And it was a super cool system that honestly had no real flaws with it, because they had things you couldn't trade, they had things you could trade. It was all there, it's existed for the longest time, and it's been perfect as it is, right? You know, you have stuff like the Fortnite events and everything else which you can't trade, but you could have earned back then, and it makes complete sense why they did that. But recently they've mentioned that they're going to be completely removing the trading system from the game. And I know you might be like, okay, so this whole entire video is about them removing trading, why is it that big of a deal? Well, the reason why is because trading has had its own entire community in Rocket League. There were people out there who were actively trying to trade up items. You know, there was an active trading community, websites dedicated to trading and everything else as well, in order to take some things you didn't really care about and get a cooler item that might have been, you know, more rare or whatever, based on the items you had. And I mean, there were some things that were super, you know, exotic and rare. I mean, if we look over here, we have something like Ballistic Pro. This isn't tradable, but it's a super rare version of the Ballistic Goal Explosion that you were only able to get by being a part of the #1 team in a website event that happened a while ago. And there was an issue where they actually ended up giving it to the #1 and #2 team due to how the site's data was actually being progressed through. So it was a very rare item to actually obtain, and this is something that, let's say trading was enabled on it, would definitely mark up for a higher value than your typical exotic item. However, they basically said, hey, starting December 5th at 4 p.m. PST, that's going out the window, right? No more trading at all. You'll never be able to talk to anyone, you trade with them, your items or anything else. Your items that you actually obtain are yours to keep and not for anyone else. So for example, if I open up this right here, and let's say we get a duplicate item. Of course, I don't know what's actually going to come out of this, but we managed to get, for example, right here, the Aftershock Rare Wills, which I think I actually do already own. So if we go over here, we type Aftershock, for example, we actually, okay, that is not Wills, that is a car. Yeah, we actually have Aftershock Wills as a legacy will item from being an OG Rocket League player before they merged with Epic Games and went free to play, but this rare version of it is tradable. I can go ahead and give it to a friend or something and get rid of it if I don't want it, or I could keep it and use the trade-in system. Go ahead and select rare items I don't care about, such as, you know, the 50 million T-shades I have, and go ahead and trade it up to the next rarity in order to see what I can actually obtain. Now, I am noticing here that I'm actually not getting, oh, that's because this is the tournament items down here. Up here is where the rare items and stuff are. Yeah, see the Aftershocks, so I can go ahead and put all all these things in there, trade it up, get something probably better out of it. For example, if we want to keep some of the things here, we can go ahead and move it up, see what we get from this trade up contract. We get a metallic smooth pattern, right? Something that I'm not going to use ever, something I don't really care about, but it's a completely random system. Meanwhile, normal trading, you could go to a website and be like, I have this item, I would like to trade for this item, or you could just trade it for the purchasable credits currency in the game, meaning that if you played the game enough, if you watched a lot of like Twitch streams and everything else, there was a chance that you would have just been able to sit there and earn whatever you wanted to earn without ever having to spend a single dollar. Just imagine being able to sit there, right, and being able to trade your way up to getting a free battle pass or something. Now, of course, the battle pass for Rocket League is included in the Fortnite crew and everything else, but imagine not having to spend a single dollar because you just were an active player of the game. You played it long enough to end up getting the things you wanted without spending a single dime. That is completely going out of the window, and you'll no longer be able to do that anymore. And the entire reason for Epic Games doing this is to align with Epic's overall approach to game cosmetics and item shop policies, where items aren't tradable, transferable, or sellable. They also want to do this because they want to open up future plans for some Rocket League vehicles to come to other Epic Games projects over time, supporting cross-game ownership. Now, to firstly talk about that first point, this Epic overall approach is stupid, right? I understand it for something like Fortnite. You have rare cosmetics, you don't want to actually worry about, oh, this rare cosmetic is going to be sold to this person 5 years down the line from a battle pass or anything, but in terms of a game like Rocket League, where this has been a core feature in the game since its conception a long time ago, it's not needed. I don't care what Epic's overall approach is. This is Psyonix's project, not Epic's project. Sure, Epic owns Psyonix now, but they don't need a change just to align to Epic's overall approach. And you know why they're doing this change, right? You know why I think they're doing it? To make more money, because we all know Epic Games has been doing layoffs and stuff recently. They've been doing tons of stuff here and there for that whole entire situation because of the fact that they have been spending more money than they're making, apparently, which is interesting to see based on them owning so many companies like Fall Guys, like Rocket League, like Fortnite, all that type of stuff. But you look over here, you have bundles in the store right here. You have esports, you have the Season 12 Elite Pack, you have the Painted Paragon bundle, and this is just in Rocket League. This is a $30 bundle for 2 vehicles, a goal explosion, 3 different decals, well, I guess 2 decals and another goal explosion that is, black market or whatever else, some wheels, a rocket boost, and a trail for $30. Meanwhile, these cosmetics you probably would have been able to trade up for free by talking to someone else along the line there. So I think what they're doing is trying to cut off trading entirely so that more people feel obligated to spend money on the game in order to get a specific cosmetic they want, instead of just being able to go over there and be like, here, take this item and give me this item instead, right? No, they want you to go ahead and buy this $30 bundle. And there are some good things here, like Fiesta Latina. We have this bundle right here for free that we're able to actually pick up. I'm definitely going to buy it because, it's free items to have, and stuff like this is cool. This is stuff why I like in seeing everything going on when it comes to, how the game's handled, but it's something where you have old DLCs and stuff, such as, the 007 DLC that released a long time ago, being sold in a bundle, whereas previously, you could have just bought the DLC for like $10 or something. And now this bundle is 2,500 credits, so if we go over here to actually the buying credits menu, that's like $25 instead of the cheaper price it was before, and you get it in a weirder fashion, right? You get it where it's like, hey, you technically have it, but you also have like this weird alternative bundled version of it with different price ranges if you don't want to buy everything. It just doesn't make sense to me. There's so many odd little things that happen here and there that have happened ever since Epic Games acquired Psyonix that just doesn't match up. And now for the second part where they're talking about, oh, this makes it so that we can cross Rocket League vehicles over to other games, it's because Fortnite's working on a racing mode. They want to have their own racing minigame mode or whatever else that has a battle pass system and all that type of stuff in it, and they want to make it so you could use your Rocket League vehicles in that racing mode, because they already have plans to have stuff like the Octane in it, have stuff like vehicle customization, similar to how right here we can go to my garage, customize car, choose between different, wheels, choose different rocket boosts, all that type of stuff. They want that to actually be something that is a main focus for Fortnite, and they want to use Rocket League as, hey, this isn't just Rocket League anymore. This is Fortnite Rocket League. It's such a dumb thing where I'm like, why couldn't you just leave this game alone, right? Like, I played it for a long time. I've liked it still, even after all the changes here and stuff, after all the years and everything. But I think it's so dumb what they've been doing recently on trying to build this metaverse out where they're trying to also highlight cross-game ownership as a main part. You can do cross-game promotions where you can earn free items in one game and another game by playing the other one or whatever else. But when you start trying to make it so it's like whatever your inventory is in this game, that's your inventory in this game. It just sounds like all of the NFT nonsense from a long time ago, which doesn't work out when Fortnite and Rocket League are two completely separate games. One's a battle royale with humans that walk around and stuff, and I guess Rick and Morty and whatever else, and the other one is a car game, which also has Rick and Morty, but it's vehicles. It just is mind-blowing to me, right? That the whole entire reason why they're removing trading is, in my opinion, because they want more money, but also because they're trying to make Rocket League more in sync with Fortnite over time, and it's just so weird to me. And I know this is a rant that many people probably won't care about, but it's something I'm passionate about as someone who plays both games, because I don't see a reason for this change to happen, right? They're like, hey, listen, what do I do if I get duplicated or unwanted items? Well, you can't trade it anymore, but you can definitely use the trade-in system, boys. That's what they're trying to do. That's their alternative. It's like, hey, we have another system in the game already. Just use that. Just go ahead, use the trade-in system. It's totally the same thing. And they also mentioned that it's like, what if I gave someone else an item to use? Their response to that is, hey, let's say you were giving someone an item to use for like a week or something, and then the whole entire trading system goes down. You're unable to trade anymore because they make the change early or whatever. That's nothing they'll help you with. That's on you. That's their item now. It's no longer yours at all, but luckily it won't undo any previous trades, right? You'll be able to keep any items you had traded to you and everything else, and it's just going to be how it is currently. And I think it is a super weird change for them to do, and it's just, I don't know how I feel about it. I really want to make a video just rambling on it because it is a hot topic. It is something that, is focused in the giant realm of Epic Games and Fortnite, which is something that, I'm always focused in because of the fact that I am, a Fortnite content creator at heart over on my main channel, FireMonkey. So with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoyed this little bit of a rant. If you did, consider subscribing for the content I create, and I will catch you guys next time with another upload. Peace out.